Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Garage here. Welcome back to Metroid Prime. Let's not go back in the elevator. So lately, been having some issues. Ouch. With the recording process. Whoa. That was kind of cool. So much so that editing and finalizing each video is a real chore, to say the least. So I'm gonna try lowering the recording quality itself to try to optimize stuff or make it easier on my computer. Power condense, energize. Okay. That gas must be really cold if it's able to cool lava. Which... okay. Yep, that's the sky up there, so this would be lava. So I guess... wait, when was Spike is 3 made? The only reason I'm asking that is because in my Metroid Prime Hunters walkthrough, I made a comment that there was outdated information in the movie Spike is 3. In that one of the characters, Francis, or like Junie, one of the main characters, he's like, why is it that every video game has lava in it? And Francis, who's like the nerdy sort of guy, he's like, technically that's not true. There's no lava in Halo. And in Metroid, it's molten magma. Which, you know, side note, I thought it was really cool. It's like, it's the one movie that I'd ever seen, and still has, and still the only one, that has mentioned Metroid. So that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, it's actually outdated information. Because, well, I thought Prime Hunters was the first game with lava. But technically this is in the open. So, and this was made before Prime Hunters, so. Oh no, I'm stuck! And there's lava still. Psych. First time I tried that, like, I wanted to see if I could actually break the game. Or find a bug. But they had accounted for that as well. pretty cool. Oh, hello. Puddle spore, sentient floating lava mollusk. Oh, it's a mollusk, eh? I guess that kind of makes sense. It's kind of like a clam-like creature. Protected by an impenetrable shell. A puddle spore opens when approached, attempting to intimidate with its size. When opened, direct fire to its mantle causes it to flip into a defensive position. If it can slam shut, it ejects a spread of harmful energy globules. Alright. Yeah, what makes the editing process just for these videos so long is not just the actual exporting, which is the part that takes the longest, but what makes it take even longer because of having to export again and again is that sometimes there'll be blips in my recording which boom, which caused the audio to go out of sync. Now, thankfully, I've noticed that after removing the part where it blips, the audio is fixed. However, there's not always just one blip. In fact, what I'm finding is that that's usually not the case. No. But because the video goes out of sync only at certain parts, and they're actually undetected until after the video is exported, or at least I can determine where the blips are after it's exported. Then it just makes then the whole process is just a lot longer because I fix one blip only to watch the exported video again and find later on that another blip occurs, and then I have to fix that. Ah, this place looks familiar. I wonder if there's like a beetle incubator nest or whatever. What do beetles have anyway? I imagine they would have something called a nest. Oh, hello. I was like still locked onto it and I was confused why my shots kept going towards it instead of where I was aiming. I was like, oh yeah, the wave beam always goes to what it's locked onto. No. Excuse you. Actually, ow. Bit overkill, but whatever. Hey, brother. Can you not? What? I'm going backwards. How is that happening? Okay. It's like somehow my analog stick was partially inverted in that going forward made me go backwards. Like, going backwards still made me go backwards. So it wasn't entirely inverted. Hey, cut that out. Would you stop that? I don't really know what the deal is. See, I got those ones, right? What? Excuse you? What? Rude. Yep, I did. Large stress fractures can be seen on the surface of this brimstone pillar. Huh? Ah! Well, now.
Recording to logbook.
Plated puffer, mutated puffer with reinforced epidermis. Phazon exposure has created a mutant strain of puffers on Tallon IV. They have developed plated skin, making them harder to burst. Concussive weapons can still do the job, however. The gas within the plated puffer is just as deadly as that within their cousins. Noted. Right. Up here. This one is particularly hard to see. Oh, no, this one also. Which is probably a Ghostbusters reference, given the nature of the weapon. Rapid fire. Oh. Want to be my new test subject? Ow, ow. See what I mean? Except he uses a ton of missiles. Which I guess, since it kind of tends to hone in on any nearby target, I guess the game kind of is hinting that you should test it out on these things. There's a lot of energy balls. I just realized I didn't scan that lore. Wait, these guys show up again
Recording
eventually?
to logbook.
The surges of negative energy brought by the meteor far exceed our expectation. We Chozo have yet to find a way to rid ourselves of the great poison. All we can do now is seal it away and wait for the day when a power to purify the poison appears. However, it is already impossible to collect all the pieces of the great poison, as it already has spread, seeping into the planet and hardening. Yeah, okay. Just realizing. Oops. Was there a... missile expansion? I forgot. Let's see, I got the one in here. Okay, I did get this one already. Meow. Wait a minute. Oh. The only translatable symbol detected on this sculpture is the word Chozo. Really? Interesting. The only translatable in this sculpture. Chose a sculpture crafted in honor of Tallon's star. Ow. Dude. Once you get the power bomb, dealing with these is a breeze. Do I need to turn my mic up? How's that? Or how's this? that better? Yeah, probably. Stop that. Please. No structure heavily weakened. Sufficient blast trauma will likely result in complete destruction. Aw, no ammo? Man. Second. Let's see. Annoying things keep popping up on my computer that I did not solicit. Those are some pretty large leaves. Oh. Oh, is that me? I didn't even notice the reflection there. Yeah? Yeah, that's me. Huh. I notice something different every time. Oh, is that magma? Huh. I also didn't notice that. Whoa. Kind of surprised Boost Ball doesn't damage these guys.
Recording to logbook.
Lady Parasite. Hardy member of the parasite family, invulnerable to most weaponry. Cousins of the parasite, these creatures are known for their amazing resilience. Field studies suggest a weakness to morph ball delivered weapon systems. Wait, what studies? Field study. Okay. I think, judging by my recording, there was a blip just a while ago. Which means this episode's gonna be fun to edit. Oh. What is this otherworldly pestilence that infests the land, seeking out life in its blind need for corruption? And where did the meteor that brought it originate? Was it crafted by alien hands, or is it a roving chunk of a planet that suffered a violent end? Our minds quail in horror at the thought that long ago, in some corner of the universe, as yet unseen by our eyes, an entire planet was perhaps once coated with this great poison. Whatever cataclysm may have ruptured that doomed place must have been mighty indeed, and if other meteors from it spread through space, bearing this evil to the far corners of the universe, we hold fast to the hope that this is not so, that the only surviving remnants of this evil are here on Tallon IV. Then at least there is hope for its eradication. Well, I'm afraid not. That was one of the logs that I believe, or lore entries that was altered between the trilogy version and the GameCube version. Cordite statue. No, wait a minute. There it is. Pretty, interesting and cool, use of the morph ball, in a 3D environment. Just creating, momentum and, types of puzzles that require momentum.
Recording to logbook.
To the Entrusted One, if you read these words, then our hope has not been in vain. Your path is fraught with danger. Monstrosities beyond description lurk in the shadows, starving, hunting for prey, searching for ways to quench the poisonous urges that bloom in their brains. Some of these are shrewd, but they are blinded by their evil designs, believing in the black promise of the great poison. They seek to harness it for their own ends. It is these last that are the greatest danger. When you rid the universe of these creatures, you will be the true Entrusted One.
Recording to logbook.
Mostly referring to the space pirates, I imagine, but you could argue that it's also a reference to Dark Samus, ultimately. None know if our temple, the cradle, will prove powerful enough to contain this evil forever. For now, it wraps around that abomination, cutting it off from the world above. However, we believe the power of Cipher, which has been linking the 12 artifacts, should be strong enough. The fate of this world is now left to the one who will collect all the artifacts in the future. The time when the Entrusted One knows is approaching.
Recording to logbook.
Many Chozo are gifted with the distant sight, and even more begin to learn it as our harmonization with the universe becomes more and more complete. We peer forward, seeing prophecy in the ripples of the water, hearing rumors of coming days on the breath of the wind. Though we celebrate the distant sight, many of these visions are dark, the worst of the prophecies, and the most common tells of the coming of the worm. Born from parasites, nurtured in a poisoned womb, the worm grows, devouring from within until the world begins to rot. Not all prophecies come to pass, of course, but we cannot help but fear this dark portent. Portent. I'm not really familiar with that word. Fascinating. I think it may have been one of these logs in the original game that was like one of the first Chozo lore entries to include or to mention Samus by name. I always think the little blood that appears on her visor when the scarabs explode look like ender pearls. Only the holder of 12 shall face the worm. Oh dear. The great poison corrupts all, even the Chozo. Foreshadow. Hello. Chozo Ghost. Spectral entity. Bioelectric field invulnerable to natural energies. As these entities phase in and out of existence, the only way to track them accurately is with X-ray scanning. This partially phased nature makes them invulnerable to natural energy types such as fire, ice, and electricity. Their aggressive and erratic behavior is most likely due to the corrupting effects of Phazon in the Tallon IV environment. They appear to be drawn to Chozo religious sites, where they wreak havoc upon anything that dares enter the area. Looky there. Identified as statue of a Chozo elder. According to Chozo lore, these statues served as the watchful guardians of tombs and shrines. Its outstretched hands are empty, as if awaiting an offering. Some sort of plug is covering this slot. Minor energy readings indicate that a small explosive device is installed. Safety shield online, window secure. Radiation collector designed to absorb and store solar energy. They appear largely decorative. Well, they are pretty.
Recording to logbook.
Missile station. Nice. Oh yeah, there's another lore over there.
Recording to logbook.
Things bound to earthly shapes are temporal and frail. Shapes, existing in a single dimension. They are fragile, vulnerable. Existing in a single dimension, they are fragile, vulnerable, and ultimately immortal. However, not all things obey this law. Shapeless, they wait beyond the realm of perception, emerging only when one arrives who can feel their presence. Such is the will of the Chozo. Our will to defeat the evil seeping into this planet remains. We desire only to see the darkness meet its end. The will of the Chozo has no mind or reasoning of its own, though. This will be the Entrusted One's trial. So it's like the ghosts of the Chozo are literal manifestations of the will of the Chozo. That's pretty cool. Oh, wait a minute. Bust the plugs. Now I need to. Okay, heat. Erratic energy, you say? So no mind or reasoning, meaning like they're easily bent by the influence of Phazon, or easily made aggressive, or something like that. Gotta remember to try to make these episodes shorter. But I know I'm almost done. It's more of you guys. Stop it! Fractures detect. Still functions, but its integrity is unstable. Okay. All drains lead to the ocean, kid. Now this is where them gobbling you up can really come in handy. Because they just swallow, gobble you up and help you get on the ledge that way. Yay, another beam weapon. That's always fun. Alright. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, God bless, and I hope to see you next time. Ciao.